Hey guys, it's Grant the Giga Chad, doing my first voiceover video. Today I'm going to be ranking the coasters I hope to ride for the first time this summer. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and give this video a like. Well, without further ado, let's get to it. Coming in at number 10 is Pantheon at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Opened in 2022, Pantheon is one of the newer gen Intamin launch coasters. It features an impressive swing launch, and it is the fastest multi-launch coaster if you ignore Soaring with Dragon and Top Thrill 2. As of now, Velocicoaster is the only new gen Intamin I've been on, so I'm really excited to get out there to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. From what I've heard, it's not the best new gen Intamin, and the theming is minimal, but it still looks like a really fun ride. My number 9 spot is Orion at Kings Island, which debuted in 2020 as the newest B&M Giga Coaster. While it lives under the shadow of its bigger sisters, Leviathan and Fury 325, it still has a cool layout and a fantastic drop. I am super excited about a B&M Giga. I mean, a 300-foot drop is a 300-foot drop, but that can't put it above my next choice. Diamondback opened in 2009 and is one of the 4 staggered B&M hypers in the world. Part of the 3 that Cedar Fair invested in the Paramount parks. To me, Diamondback looks like it'd be the best B&M hyper in the US from its long one-of-a-kind layout with several airtime hills and a splashdown. With Mako my home park, I've grown to love B&M hypers, and I honestly think this looks like it could be better. I put this above Orion because it has more airtime and a longer ride, and it's a lower-end B&M Giga versus a high-tier B&M hyper. I just had to go with Diamondback. Moving on to number 7, we have Mystic Timbers, also at Kings Island. This GCI is arguably the best coaster at Kings Island. Now, the only wooden coasters I've been on are Woodstock Express and Hurler at Carowinds, so an elite wooden coaster is going to blow me away. Rushing over sweeping turns, giving fantastic airtime all throughout the forest, Mystic Timbers opened to the park in 2017 and has since been the standout attraction of an already epic coaster collection at Kings Island. I'm done ranting about Kings Island, let's change the scene to Hershey Park. At my number 6 spot, we have Skyrush at Hershey Park. Opening in 2012, Skyrush is a one-of-a-kind Intamin prototype wing coaster, one of only 2 in the world, the other being Flying Aces in Abu Dhabi. Skyrush has mixed reviews and is definitely a love it or hate it coaster because of the painful restraints that gave it the name Thigh Crush. But last year, these were replaced with newer, more comfortable restraints, so hopefully this coaster isn't as bad. Hopefully it delivers the ejector and positive forces that has named it one of the greatest coasters out there. One coaster that will indeed deliver the forces is Pantherian at Kings Dominion. This Intamin Giga Coaster opened as Intimidator 305 back in 2010 and was so intense that the first turn had to be redesigned. Even so, it's still generally considered to be the most intense roller coaster on the planet with this bank turn that you see here. Yeah, 300-foot drop into a bank turn will give you a guaranteed gray out, and some might even black out. Intimidator 305 will be opening as Pantherian this summer, so it will finally fit in with the jungle section of the park, and it's nice to see it get some decent theming. Speaking of I-305, let's go over to Cedar Point to see the inspiration for Pantherian's crushing snappy turns. It's Maverick at Cedar Point. Maverick was the first Intamin launch coaster to use electromagnetic propulsion with linear synchronous motors. It opened back in 2007. This Blitz model, despite its age, still holds as one of the best coasters out there, and at Cedar Point. It paved the way for modern Intamin launch coasters like Velocicoaster and Pantheon. Maverick features 2 launches, 2 inversions, and a top speed of 70 miles per hour. But let's return to Hershey Park for Wildcat's Revenge. Opening in 2023, Wildcat's Revenge is the second RMC designed by Joe Draves instead of Alan Schilke, the other being Air Force One at Fun Spot Atlanta, which I just got my first rides on a week ago. These RMCs are absolutely phenomenal, and I like how aggressive Wildcat's Revenge looks, while also having more variety than Air Force One, so I can't wait to head on up to Hershey. Speaking of world-class RMCs, let's head on over to Cedar Point, to, you guessed it, Steel Vengeance. Ever since RMC converted Mean Streak into Steel Vengeance, it has received an unreal amount of rave and hype, so that has been deemed overrated and underwhelming in recent years. But with Iron Gwazi being at my secondary home park, Busch Gardens, Tampa, I'm still super excited to ride another Hyper Hybrid. It looks just as fun. But of course, my most anticipated roller coaster that I hope to ride this summer, Lord willing, is Top Thrill 2. Ever since it opened for only a week in 2024, it has become one of the most mechanically infamous roller coasters for its technical difficulties, much like its predecessor Top Thrill Dragster, which uses the complex and flawed hydraulic launch system. Top Thrill 2 is the tallest and fastest operating roller coaster in the world right now, with Falcon's Flight still under construction and King Ka being imploded in February. While its acceleration may not pack a punch, the quantity of airtime looks unmatched, and the sustained speed and wind must be crazy. I hope this ride can stay around for the time that I'm there so I can catch some rides on this rare coaster credit. Well, that's a wrap for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and I'll see you next time.